The United States is the only developed nation in all the world that does not give workers any paid family or medical leave. As a result, millions of Americans are left to choose between their jobs and caring for their families. President Biden is now pushing for the government to cover a full 12 weeks of family leave, the first formal call from an American president in history, according to the advocacy group Paid Leave for the U.S.
Should have to choose between a job and a paycheck, or taking care of themselves and their loved ones, or parent or spouse or child.
The president's proposed fix is part of his American Families Plan. It would cover at least 2/3 of the recipient's weekly paycheck with a cap of $4,000 a month. CNBC's senior congressional correspondent Ylan Moy is here. Ylan, are businesses getting behind this movement?
Well, that's right, Shep. There is a growing consensus in the business community that paid leave is not just good for the workers, it's also good for the brand, and it's good for the bottom line. ThirdLove is one of those popular Instagram retailers, and the very first person to take maternity leave at the company was CEO and co-founder Heidi Zak.
That's the biggest thing. It's like, if we don't give people some basic amount of leave, then they're not going to bring their best selves to work. They won't perform. They won't be as productive, and the business suffers.
Now, ThirdLove has about 150 employees and offers 16 weeks of paid leave. It's part of a broad coalition of over 200 businesses pushing for a national plan. Household names like Spotify, Pinterest, and Levi's. And economists say it's about time the U.S. caught up with the rest of the world, especially since nearly 2 million women have dropped out of the workforce since COVID hit.
I think the pandemic's caused a lot of us to question how we're balancing everything in our life and how we could do it better. There's a role for employers. There's a role for our own personal decision making, but there's also a role for government.
For Ohio mom Cassie Ferguson, paid leave was critical to her physical and mental health after having her first daughter, Kennedy. She made sure to seek out that benefit when she decided to change jobs, and her second daughter, Kinsley, was born in August.
It was very important to have that uninterrupted time with my daughter, that I didn't have to worry about bills. I didn't have to worry about my income. Those are the things that I did not have to worry about. So I could focus 100% on my newborn.
But Shep, to be clear, paid leave isn't just for moms. It's also for dads and anyone who needs to step away from their jobs to put family first.
Ylan, thanks.